always important for me to have a wide variety of pens to choose in a quick rush. I also try to collect different variations of gold items that I could be using throughout the shoot, because what I want to do is simply create dimension. So these items we'll use as the gold dimension. And I know that I'm going to have a caption that is related to a to-do list. So that's going to be what I call the anchor, the thing that my camera is going to focus on. Okay, so as I kind of went back and forth with the styling, it's super important for me to be able to balance colors, and the thing that I was noticing is that it just, with a black background, it gets a little bit tricky. So I'm gonna crop it in such a way that only a bit of the computer screen is showing, and it doesn't look like it's perfectly styled. I feel like, in a weird way, perfectly styled photos are beautiful, but they don't maybe feel as real as I would like them. So I think like a little bit of imperfection when it comes to styling is always a good thing, and just hints of what I am shooting appear in it. I'm just kind of a little bit more of a fan in that regard. So sometimes I style things for a horizontal photo, and sometimes they just don't work as well as they would for a vertical. So I'm gonna change a couple things around. So the reason I'm bringing the to-do list on top of the computer is because there was just too much distance and too much silver of the computer showing. So I'm just gonna try to make it look and feel as real as possible. So now I'm gonna be focusing on more of like a vertical photo. So the items are gonna be styled in a little bit tighter, since the photo will be narrow. And I use these whiteboards to cast back in, because specifically, since I'm shooting in front of a door or a window, the light will be unidirectional and cast a shadow within the computer. So it's going to be important to use fill light, but natural fill light. Just kind of like a stylistic preference. Oh, I think I like this horizontal photo a lot better than the vertical. It's always my objective to get a horizontal photo and a vertical photo, and also a side angle. I feel like the side angle just has a lot more of like a lifestyle bent to it, and it makes it feel just a lot more genuine, authentic. Whenever I post these photo tutorials, the 3 most common questions I get asked are, number 1, Jasmine, how long does it take for you to style and shoot everything? And the answer is about 30 minutes. Number 2 is, how much does each of the stylings cost? It really ranges. If I'm including food and drink, it could be upwards of $75, but normally each of the styling kits are about $50 per photo that I'm taking. And number 3, people ask, what do you do with all of the props that you have? Well, I keep them all. I have a feeling that one day I might be considered a hoarder, but I find a way to incorporate past pieces that I bought into current pieces. So instead of having to buy a whole new setup, I'm able to reinvigorate some of the old pieces, I call them my vintage pieces, into new stuff. I've been doing this now professionally for a social curator for about 15 to 16 months, and I couldn't be happier with the lessons that I'm learning, and what I learn, I share with y'all.